Okay, let's talk about the yips, the dreaded word, but a lot of people get them. To be honest, when I first diagnosed my chipping technique, I struggled trying to hit the ball because I was so focused on technique, I forgot to hit the ball, and I did get a bit tight and a bit tense, and I've had to practice it to get it all back, so I sort of know what people are going through, and it's tension. Okay, let me tell you that the yips is tension and speed. That is the two things. And this is a perfect example where we would yip. We're in a bit of thick grass, we've got a foot of collar or fringe, and then we've got a downhill chip, and this is where panic would set in. So yips normally comes from here. At this point here, the club, there's different elements to the yips. The first thing is the club gets pushed into the ground. Okay, when you push it into the ground, it's very hard, as you can see, to move that club away. Okay, so that's the first thing. We're tense, we're getting in. As you can see, you can feel me gripping it tighter. I'm pushing it into the ground. Second thing is that when we move it, everyone just moves the club head. You know, chipping's about your body moving and then the club gets dragged away, but from there, they move the club head. Okay, we've got to stop that. If you're going to yip it, you've got to learn to move your body. The club head's not there almost. Feel your hands and arms moving. So you get into position here, the club's too much pressure, this goes back. Normally this goes back too short, and what that does, even on a short chip, it causes you to throw the club head at the ball, almost like a scoop. So in slow motion, I'm in there, I go back like this, and then I scoop. So you see how the end of the club changes direction quickly. Now we're in position here. Now what's that done? That's caused you to bottom out. So as we go down to here, you bottom out, and that's when people do hit the ground, jump over the ball. Now, for those of you playing with someone like that, when you see it, I have to admit, if I was to do it and playing with someone, you would think it's almost comical, the fact they've managed to do that. But for someone who has the yips, they stop playing the game. You know, so we've got to find a way to get you to alleviate it. So if you struggle with the yips, first thing you want to check is how much pressure do I put the club in on the ground. So a good way would be to take it and then just hover the club a tiny bit. Because if you hover the club already, you've alleviated every single amount of pressure that you originally had before you took the club away. Okay, so step one, if you have the yips, you know, just press it up, then just lift it up. Okay, now it might mean it'll take you a while to get used to it, that's fine. Okay, so step two, just feel you move your hands away. Okay, we're not going to do a big swing, so lift it up in the air, move your hands away, and then come back through. So step one, step two, watch if I do it slowly, go away and come back. As you can see, I've gone through there, I didn't try to hit it hard, but we didn't snatch. So pressure in the ground, holding the club too tight, moving the club head, not anything else, and being very, very fast and squeezing it all the way through the strap is where the yips come from. You have to learn to alleviate all that pressure. Have a look on our site at a good drill and a good practice for you to be able to do, to take it to a level where you actually can begin to chip normal again.